Hi, I'm Mrs. Proctor. I am going to go through a quick little video on how to access my playlist. So this information is for parents and guardians in order to understand what I mean when I say your child just needs to access the playlist within Canvas. So once your child is in Canvas itself, they will click on whichever class they are in. So for civics and economics, we're going to click on this link here, and it will take them to this page. So I'm going to put my page for this purpose and student view. And so what you can see when your child accesses their page is they have a list of tabs over here. They do have announcements that I do post and bring attention to when I post them that day. And then they also have this really handy dandy to-do list right here on the right-hand side that keeps track of what they need to complete and turn in for credit. I do have some additional information, such as methods to communicate with me. And then I do have a linked remind here embedded within the Canvas page. And so if your child is not on Remind via their electronic device, or if you are not on Remind via electronic device and would like to, I will provide you with directions on how to do that. And so the Remind is here. They can go to it every day and access the announcements that I post and what I have presented to students in terms of my reminders. So let's take a look at this idea of when I say students just need to complete what's on the playlist. So if your child is out, possibly due to quarantine, maybe it's a doctor's appointment when they have class with me, they're not feeling well, you have a family emergency and you need to be out for a few days, students need to go per district policy and complete the assignments that are posted in Canvas. So for instance, let's say your child is out on, we'll say Thursday, September 23rd. Your child would scroll down to the date and they would click on the link that is posted here. When the playlist opens up, you will see that I have the word playlist at the top, that I provide the date in which it is connected to. So again, Thursday, September 23rd, to help keep students organized. I provide the topic that we're doing. So for this particular day, it was local government. I provide the objective, so that informs students and parents, as well as myself, the connection to our state standards that I'm required to teach. I provide the question that students will be able to answer by the time we finish with the day. And then I provide the tasks that we are going to do for that particular day. And then at the end, there's usually a student to-do list and then reminders. Okay, so again, it says here, when you're absent, you are expected to complete the playlist as posted on Canvas. Okay, so when I ask students to go back in and complete it, I do mean that they need to complete the different tasks. So for instance, on task 1, they would complete this warm up on the sorting activity. And they would put this document into their drive, which we've already set up and have organized. And then once they finish the sorting activity, they would move on to task 2 and take a look at the information that they're actually going to learn that day, which is taking a look at our local government. So Winston-Salem and Forsyth County, they do have a Venn diagram that they are to complete. So they can complete that either electronically or they can do it within their note packet. And I hand them a note packet at the beginning of every unit. And then once we finish with task 2, we review the information. There are days where I will take notes on the boards and provide some supplemental connections, so that way it's not something that's very abstract for students. And then we go into task 3, where for this particular day, they're being asked to record themselves in connection to how they would operate as a local official. And then typically task 4 is where they would answer a question for me. But for this particular day, I've given them some time to work on any missing work or to turn in their test corrections from that particular unit. So again, when I ask students to go and complete the playlist because they're absent, or when parents ask, what does my child need to do? I just simply say that they need to go to the playlist and complete it. So this is what I mean by they need to go to the playlist. They need to go to the date that they were absent. They need to review the material that is there. and complete it. And if they have questions, or when they have questions about the playlist, they need to contact me either via Remind or via email, and I will respond to them. And so, again, this is district policy in which we are to have our playlists live and posted for our students so that way they can access the material. And so this is the method in which I've been doing since day one. Students are familiar with this process, so they should be able to walk you through it just as I did right here.